And you play the zither.
Yes.
Many people have only one acquaintance with the zither, and that goes back a few years to when Third Man Theme came out, and people who are familiar with that will remember the zither. But otherwise, we don't know much about it. Where did it originate?
As you see it now, the zither originated actually near Salzburg, Austria. There are a lot of instruments called a zither. I know of a Chinese zither, Hungarian zither, and so on. The big difference is any of the other zither shapes don't have fretted strings here, as you see, just open strings. And at the beginning of the 1800s, there was a man in Austria, in Salzburg. He decided to experiment with adding fretted strings to the open strings, and first with 2 fretted strings, and eventually wound up with 5 in about 25 years or so, and hasn't changed since. And the zither basically was the most popular instrument in the Alpine regions of Austria and Bavaria.
Yes, yes, and the frets make a difference to the amount you can do on the zither. Is that correct?
It makes it one of the most complicated instruments at the same time, because it's like playing 3 instruments: bass, a guitar, and a harp, sort of to speak of.
Yes, yes, and consequently, it's not terribly common, because there would be difficulty getting somebody who could teach it.
In the early part of this century, when the accordion became popular, the zither actually just died out. Very few people playing it anymore.
Because it is, of course, more complex, more difficult, takes more hours of practice. Not that the accordion isn't a wonderful instrument too, but this is a more complicated instrument, and that may be one of the reasons we don't see too much of it here. We are going to have an opportunity to hear this at the end of our interview, which will be very nice, and we'll look forward to that. I hope you're going to play my very favorite tune, but you will give us a treat to hear your instrument.
I believe it's the Third Man you like to hear, right?
I do.
Yeah, that particular movie was the song of the Third Man. He had a lime theme, gave the zither a revival to call, sort of to speak of, in 1950,
Yes.
And it's still popular so many years afterwards.
Wonderful, and we will have an opportunity to hear it. Thank you both so much for coming.
Thank you for having us.